Welcome back to another episode of the No Fucks Podcast. The podcast, me and Jay sit down and talk about the bullshit of life. What's going on, Jay? How you doing, buddy?
I'm alright.
You all right? What are you going through some things, man? All right usually means that you're sad and depressed. What's going on, man?
It's an everyday struggle just to, wake up. But
Yeah, get that old bones out of bed. Feeling the cold wind on them knees. Are you a PJs guy? I feel like we talked about this. Do you sleep in PJs?
Fuck no.
No? You a boxers guy?
Fuck
You a nude
no.
guy?
Nude.
Straight nude. Butt cheeks on the bed, huh?
100%. 100%. That's why
You got a bidet in the crib?
That one day. Huh?
We got a bidet?
No.
Don't be leaving those skid marks in that bed, homie.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet as in we don't have a bidet yet.
Gotta order one. Actually, I gotta get a new one because I lost one of the pieces of mine. Bro, shitting with paper is such a terrible way to poop. Shitting with paper is so barbaric. I feel like a caveman. Like I feel dirty.
You're an idiot.
What do you mean? What do I mean? You never. I don't know. You just haven't experienced the greatness of having your butthole cleansed by a water. No, it's amazing. It's the best feeling in the world.
I'm kind of good on it, fam. Not gonna lie to you.
You should get one of the ones that shoots warm water at your butt. With the heated seat. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. How much that should cost?
They're like $300, and then you got to run a hot water line.
Yeah,
it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, but yeah, man, wiping your ass with paper is a terrible way to live. It's terrible. Then you get maybe a little. Then maybe if you get a little, your hand break through the paper, bad time.
Yeah, no, that still hasn't ever happened to me yet.
It could happen one day, and then you're gonna know.
Sure, it could happen.
And it could have all been negated with some goddamn bidet water. Nice, clean booty hole. Telling you, it should be mandatory. It should be besides trans bathrooms should not be a question in America. Bidet bathrooms need to be the frontline issue.
It's literal assault. It's
trans bathrooms or the water on your butthole. No, they're not.
Yeah,
how would it be sexual assault if you're the one causing it? If anything, it's masturbation.
No, because I'm not necessarily causing it on purpose.
You're the one cranking the knob.
Oh, I don't know how that works. I don't ever used one. I don't.
It's not like a motion sensor, and it's just like, oh, you stop putting dookie out. We're just gonna start spraying. So that's why you need to get one. You have all the power. You have all the control. You can even adjust angles on some.
Better. I have you just said I have the control, right? I have the power, and they're gonna stay in anybody else's facility and household, and not be in this one.
But if every toilet has it and has the knob where you're in control of the water spraying your butthole.
Never flush a toilet.
Why wouldn't you flush the toilet? You'd still be taking shits in the toilet.
Like, let me tell you right now, right? I come into your crib, you got a fucking bidet, and that's the only way that I can flush it is just by fucking hitting this.
You don't. No, that's not how these work, buddy.
Okay, so what do these work?
So there's a little knob that's on, when you sit down, on your little porcelain throne you got there, right?
Yep.
So you have the normal flusher, right?
Uh-huh.
Which flushes the toilet. That's it. That's all that does. Uh-huh. On the side, where you're sitting there, like how on a computer armchair, like right here, and you can't see, there's two little knobs. There's usually one for pressure, like how hard you want that shit to hit, and then there's one for an angle, or then you a turn. You can turn it on. So that way you turn on to how much pressure you want on there, and you hit the angle. So that way you can brush back to front, front to back. Squirt that shit. Maybe you want to get the back of your balls. You had a hot, sweaty day. You need to fucking get the sweat off the back of your balls. Boom. Then you just go. You take a little bit of toilet paper, dab it dry. You're fucking clean all day. You feel like a new man. Telling you right now, it's the way to live.
So I can still use the toilet paper. Saying.
Yeah, if you have the bidet attachment, you could still totally just use paper like a cave person, Or like maybe we should just replace the toilet paper with leaves and sticks, because that's all that you would really need, and that would be the more eco-friendly way. So, yeah, every toilet should have it. Every toilet in the nation, but only bidet attachments, because in other countries they have a whole other apparatus that you waddle over to that does the spraying. And then I have seen these things on Amazon where there's a hookup, like, you know, the things that like is next to your sink, like in your kitchen to spray the dishes off.
Yeah.
Some people be putting those things on the side of their toilets. That's shit's crazy. I mean, I guess you got ultimate control with that, but at the same time, no, I'm not trying to like dig in there with the seat and fucking get all in the areas and shit like that with the no. I just need a little knob, little spray action. They're usually self-cleaning tips too, so they're always clean. And there's always fresh water that comes from the supply, not the actual toilet itself. It's the best way.
Self-cleaning tip. How does it clean itself?
Because it like slides in and out of a thing, and then while it slides up, it will keep pressing the water, so that way it cleans the tip thing.
Does it put soap and disinfectant?
No.
Does it do that? No, so it doesn't clean itself. It just runs
water. And it just uses water. I mean, it's only spraying water. So like.
Right, but mold and stuff still like gets through and stuff. Like bacteria usually still builds up.
Why? Why would bacteria build up on water? Because it's not freestanding water. It would be dry. But it dries itself.
How does it dry itself? There's a fan there?
I don't know. It hovers. It hovers above maybe the vortex of the flushing of the water creates a vortex of air, which then dries the tips.
It's just like a Keurig, like the water hose to the Keurig. Like, that thing's eventually going to be grimy. Like, even though it's just
because that's water, cooking. That's like cooking water, and then there's also water sitting in that. And these are like lined plumbing lines, like because there's a hose that goes from your wall to your toilet, which pumps the water into the toilet, which is also the same kind of hose that pumps the water from your wall to your spigot, which is the faucet in your bathroom. So it's the same line. So if you're not willing to drink the water from your faucet,
which I'm not, that's why I have bottled water here.
I mean, we don't live in Flint, Michigan, so I don't know where your water comes from, so
yeah. See,
probably wouldn't do that.
Thing. I asked him that too because I was like, when Tim was here doing electric, I was like, "Yeah, would you drink the water?" Because we were out of bottles of water, and he was like, "I don't know where your water comes from." He's like, "I don't drink the water out of the tap in Sharon, in Norristown."
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that either.
I was like, I'll just. Yeah, I am.
But you could also buy a water purifying system, so that way, like, when the water comes in off the street, and then it goes into the purifier.
No, because you got to clean the purifiers, because water just stays in them.
We actually have one here. You want one? Water. I don't actually know if it's a purifier or if it's a softener. I'm not sure.
A softener?
Yeah, you know when people come over and be like, "Yo, you got hard water." It was one. You didn't see that episode of Two Bears?
Fuck no,
bro. There was a whole epidemic in a minute.
In a minute.
All right, so like I'm not even gonna go into that, but there was a time in life where like there were these sales guys that would go around and they would try to sell, like, you know how people walk around neighborhoods and try to sell solar panels to people. Same thing with these water people. They'd come in and they'd be like, "Hey, like, we've tested the water out here, and like the water that comes through your pipes is really hard, and it's harsh on your skin, and it breaks away the natural oils of your skin." And then they try to sell you, well, if you want, we can sell you this $15,000 setup of that attaches to your mortgage, a water softener. So then, like, the water will then pass through this and then blah, 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 go into the system, and then you'll have nice soft water, so that way when you take a shower, it's not going to destroy all of your natural oils, but it'll still get all the dirt off you because it's water. So, and then they hook, blind, sinker somebody. My mom wanted that shit because it sounded good. No, we want soft water. We want soft water. Why not? And then like once you get the soft water, then you start bathing in it, and you feel wet you feel slimy all the time because the water's like it's soft and weird and not good. It's not good. No bueno. So, but back to Two Bears, they were talking about that because Tom had got a water softener in, I don't know if it was his house in L.A. or if it was his house in Texas. But then Bert was telling him that he jerked off in his shower the one time because he felt like the water was like kind of like lube. So, yeah, he just gave himself a handy, I think he gave himself a handy in the shower with his wife. So, yeah, because the water felt real like it's hard to clean yourself with it because it's like you're using the soap, but it doesn't feel like it's getting all the soap off you, you know? So then you're just like kind of lubed up, stuck with all the soap on you.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not good. No bueno. So, but if you want one, I got you. You just need to buy salt pellets or these big salt pellets.
You have a hard water or you have a softener?
I have a water softener. I don't have a water hardener.
Soft?
If your water's already soft, we can make it even softer. When you be taking showers, does it feel like you're slimy?
I feel like I'm wet.
Like I think that's the point.
Get out the water,
yeah. Does it ever feel like you still you didn't get all the soap off?
Never.
Then you got hard water, so you're gonna need some soft water, Buck.
I mean, like I was gonna say, well, I mean, like I don't know. That's hard to say because like I have wet hair, like I have long hair, so like sure when I get out of the shower, do I still feel wet? Yeah, but that's my hair dripping on me. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I've never paid attention. I never thought about it.
103K.
My water works. I'll tell you that. It's hot enough. That's all. I don't know.
Are you a real hot water guy?
Yeah, I want.
You want to like boiling?
Damn near burning off my skin.
So how does your girl feel about water, like the shower water? She like it like burning hot too, or no? Really?
No.
No. Yeah. Yes. No.
We both wanted lava.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say because Ashley doesn't like it burning hot. She'll be like, "It's hot," and I'm like, "What do you mean? Like this shit's barely fucking. This is warm." But I have a higher body. This is just lukewarm to me. But I have a higher body temperature than she does. So.
What? How do you know?
Because I don't know. I'm always hot. I'm also bigger. I'm a bigger guy. She's a stick lady. Stick lady ain't got no meat, so she be getting cold easily. Anything below like 75, she's like, I'm freezing. I'm like, you are nuts. I'm sweating. I'm sweating at 75.
I mean, yeah, she gets cold quick.
So, but then I'll try to cook my shit. I try to look as fucking red as possible coming out of there. I want to look like a lobster. Trying to scrub the fucking dirt off me.
I made it with Grubhub.
Oh, you're in the Grubhub business now, huh? Uber Eats just wasn't doing it? You're making more money off of it? I'm
trying to do them all.
You had the Dash?
I got the DoorDash. I passed the DoorDash, John. I just do Uber Eats right now. I'm doing the onboarding for UPS's thing.
UPS is a food delivery?
No,
or just the packages?
Package delivery. No.
I don't fucking know. That'd be wild. Definitely never gone UPS to try and get some grub.
Oh,
that'd be lit though. But
yeah, not a whole topic.
What about you ever try looking at Amazon Flex?
Yeah, I can't. I'm on their waiting list. I've been on their waiting list for almost a month.
What's that thing I could put? Never mind. Your car's not big enough. You need a truck or a van to be on it. It's like an Amazon Flex, but it's like big packages to deliver. So
if you go,
I don't remember. I want to say it's like Tubi or some shit or like Vuvi. I don't know.
Tubi is a TUBI is a Is it
TV
what's it
thing,
called?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I don't think I have the app anymore. I know I signed up for it, but I never did anything with it because I wasn't trying to. It's like kind of sketchy because they'll like randomly text you and be like, "Hey, we got a delivery for this
Damn.
package." It's not even like you
I like
sign
this
into the
so
app.
far. I like
This
this roadie so far. It sends you text messages. I ain't even really signed up yet. In it, but I just got 2 text messages. Not text, but 2 gigs. One for $21. Uh, and then another one. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing either of these. But another one for $56, and that's just one bag.
there you go. You ever try to do Instacart?
I want to say I signed up for that too.
Instacart's dope,
I,
but it's like grocery shopping. It takes longer.
I have it in my thing.
Some people will pay pretty husky tips though. Like some people, like if you get like a pretty big, like maybe like 10 bags of shit, maybe depending on how you bag it, I guess. But
Oh, that's right. I'm in the stage where I gotta take a picture of my driver's license. I just opened the app right now.
there you go.
I was like,
That shit's
did
pretty lit
something
though.
right.
It just takes a while because you gotta walk around the fucking store and get all the shit and scan it all. So if they get like 100 piece order of shit, then you gotta just fucking be walking around, boop, boop, boop. So and then you bag it all up and fucking drive it to the fucking person's house. So it's usually pretty lit though because they'll tip you like 30, $40. So if you get like
Yeah,
husky orders, so
a coworker.
I only did that one time, and then you get perks for it too. So make sure you do that
Perks.
shit for like no for like Uber drivers and like shit like that. Like you can get discounts on like fucking cars. Like
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
yeah, the perk spot shit kind of shit. You can get discounts on a lot of shit. Like
Yeah.
gas cards, gift
Yep.
cards, all that shit.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely. That's also the fun thing of like trying to figure out like got the best reward system. Or something.
Trying to get cash back on everything you buy. And then technically, if you keep track of all the shit you do and all the mileage and stuff, then you can claim all that shit on your taxes. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because I mean, if you make, I mean, if you make like a good chunk of money on like any of those things, then you got to fill out a 1099. So,
Right.
because you're technically a contractor, so you're self employed. So the
Yeah.
government needs theirs. So, but if you like were to spread it out under like all of the different companies, then you wouldn't really have to pay anything because you'd be under the echelon. So I don't know what the number is because I think like I don't know. I think like the most Ashley's ever made on like DoorDash is like $700 or $800 for the year or something like that. I think we're like way over it this year, but we'll figure it out once we get there. So I also think it's wild that you can't claim like pets as dependents. I guess I don't know.
Because they're property.
Yeah, yeah. I guess yeah. Humans couldn't be property. They were property at one point, but not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, something about rights.
Yeah, I mean, tell that to other countries. Tell that to people in North Korea. So
About their rights. They have rights.
they don't have no 1099s over in North Korea.
You don't have 1099s, no, but
Yeah,
they got something.
I mean, I'm sure they pay taxes off the work. I don't. Yeah, I'm sure they pay taxes. I'm sure Kim Jong Un collects off the money that he's collecting from them from working as they're being collected.
What the fuck?
I mean, you got to think about it. Like, you go to work, you work, and then they tax the money that you make. So, and then
Mm-hmm.
they tax the thing. Like, well, here you go to work, they tax the money that you make because you're making, and then you go anywhere with that money, you buy anything besides stuff in Delaware, they tax you for the stuff that you buy. Then if you need stuff for the stuff that you bought, you're getting taxed on that. Then if you own like property, you're getting taxed on that because you own the property. in that state, and then you got to get taxed for the school of the area, regardless of whether or not you have kids going to the school. Since you live in the area, you got to pay the tax for the school. So I'm just saying we need to start throwing.
North Korea or America?
I was talking about America.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But North Korea, I'm sure, is like they go to work and they get paid. They probably work and they probably get taxed 60 to 70% of whatever. They probably don't even get paid, to be honest. I don't know what the export of North Korea would be.
It's
nukes. Nuke stuff?
No, it's something because they sell it to Russia and China. It might be coal and like some other type of fuck shit.
I'll have to do something research.
Military related.
Yeah, I'm sure they build weapons or some shit, or like probably slaves. Probably sell slaves. I can see
you
that.
Could just
sex trafficking. They probably do a lot of drugs too. Probably make a lot of drugs and sell that over to China and Russia. Because Russia's got all them crazy people that do all those crazy drugs, like crocodile.
Coal, iron, and textiles. Like I guess clothes making.
I can see that. Sweatshops, yeah. So you have forced labor in sweatshops and then coal fields and melting metal that's in the ground. So yeah, they probably work for free. Got a good system over there, like Kim Jong-un. Just sits around and makes all the money. Hangs out with basketball players like Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I wonder what it's like to hang out with him. Have you ever seen The Interview?
Crazy. That's with those two guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Yeah. No, never seen it.
You've never seen that movie? Do you not like Franco and Seth Rogen?
No, I do. I'm a fan. I wanted to see it when it first came out, or when it was first in movie theaters, and then I'm like, well, I'm not going to the movies to see this. And then my life just kept living, and
you just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. I think.
I gotta update my Netflix.
It's a fantastic fucking movie, though. You gotta watch it because that's exactly how in my head, I like to think that Kim Jong-un is like. I like to think that he's just over there as like a misunderstood bro. He just wants to be like cool. He like plays basketball with Dennis, and like when you go over there, he's just a real fun time. But like he's also like to his people, total dick. Total asshole. But like to outsiders, like if me and you were to go over there, totally chill. Be like, yo, you want some of these Asian bitches? Got you. You want some drugs up in there? Got you. You want to watch some fucking some you want to see like two Asian dudes go fight to the death? Got you.
Oh, when was the last time I committed a crime?
I don't know. Are you trying to admit to crimes on a podcast? That seems like a terrible idea.
No,
maybe content, but
no, they ask you on Instacart, have you been convicted or pled guilty or no contest to any crime in the past 7 years? And no, I haven't, because I've been working at Endless Pools for 5 years. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, even if you did, I would think you would just, besides like traffic tickets, I don't think that you would have anything major. So, like, I think that's pretty much what they think. They're like, hey, you got anything more than traffic tickets?
Yeah, no, but I also haven't pled guilty or anything to anything.
Yeah, fight it. Fight it all. Fight it all.
Did you ever committed a crime?
Well, did you ever do that jury duty thing?
No, because they rescheduled me. Funny enough, they rescheduled me. I have it January 17th.
Ooh, so you'll have it in 2 weeks. So you can keep us updated. So what's the idea? You gonna go in? You gonna go in there yelling you're a racist?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Ideally, I'm gonna see what the weather's like. Hopefully, I get out of it due to a snow day or something. So
yeah, I mean the way the weather's looking, it's not looking like you're gonna get a snow day anytime soon. But But how about this fucking weather?
Yeah, global warming is a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Fucking last weekend, it was like minus 10 degrees outside, well, real feel. And then this week, it's like 65. Like, super fucking cold Christmas. New Year's, shorts and T-shirts. Pretty fucking lit.
Yeah,
unless you want
fan,
snow.
Honestly.
Yeah, if you want snow, then yeah, no. Snow's over, Buck. You'll get like one or two a year, maybe.
We didn't get one this year. Shit.
Yeah, we do usually get one like before Thanksgiving, so that's usually a pretty bad sign. We got cold, but that's about it.
Yeah, this shit's about to be spring in fucking February.
Hey. It probably means it's going to be a hot summer too, though.
Yep. It's going to be 1,000 degrees. It's going to be hot as shit. I'm definitely not going to be working at those pools if they fucking wear out. I'm not those pools after April, regardless. Fuck them. But
what do you plan on just doing the straight Uber Eats and DoorDash shit forever?
I don't know, but I'm not working there anymore after I get my bonus. I can't do it.
Scratching you out.
That, and I'm just becoming a lot more of the, like, I don't know. There's a type of person or type of attitude, mentality of like a motherfucker at our job that like when they're done, like this just tell like it's just like a vibe. Like, and I'm at that. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I'm openly not giving a fuck. I'm telling motherfuckers I don't give a fuck. Fuck this job. Hey, fuck this pool. Hey, we buy the house. Like, and like for me to do that, be in the lead, like that's super. But
tired of babysitting the L1 kids.
That motherfuckers just trying to make shit like, bro. We sitting on our hands right now. There ain't shit to do because we say we're purposely slow, but that ain't true. They like we purposely slow because we holding back orders for the year because we made all the money what we needed to for the year, which don't make no sense. Why wouldn't you want to make more money? Like, what do you mean you made all the money you needed? Nigga, make more money. That don't make no sense. So you just stop taking orders for us? Should make no sense. But anyway, so they like we're gonna go back to COVID times or go back to pre-COVID times. Like, yes, what you can expect for the next couple years going forward is pre-COVID times. And like, if anybody remembers what it was like pre-COVID time, you know what it was like. And I'm like, damn, nigga, I was here before COVID. And it wasn't good. It literally wasn't good. That pandemic damn near saved our fucking jobs. Because it was struggle snuggle before the pandemic. Right?
Yeah, but now before you were on some night shift, like working 4 days a week. So, I mean, that shit was lit.
Right.
Or was that during the pandemic? I don't know. I feel like you were at a dope schedule before the pandemic and you were like, yo, this is chill as shit. I just go in, do what I got to do, and then I go. Don't got to deal with nobody.
What's that got to do with the amount of workflow?
I mean, do you want more workflow?
Yeah. Like, my thing is, I'm not coming. I don't leave. I'm not trying to go sit at another building to go collect bread. Like, I can't do that. Like, if I'm supposed to be at work, I want to do something. So no, it's not just going to 15 Milton Drive every fucking day just to sit on my hands and watch the fucking cobwebs get made. Not fun for me.
But then you just need to figure out a fucking side hustle that you can do while you're at the normal hustle.
Like, I mean, my one coworker plays a little corny ass fucking phone game where he just making like pennies on top. But I would just be like, fuck it, I'd just rather do something else. Like, I don't care about this place. Like, I just don't have the, like, I used to come to work, motherfuckers like, oh yeah, you happy and shit. Like, I don't come to work happy. Like, I don't give a fuck about this place.
So you just need to find, you just need to figure out the way that you can make what you want, like do what you want to do, but still do what you're doing. So that way it's funding to do the thing that you want to do. You get what I'm saying?
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying like instead of just like, I'm going to a job where I'm just working, you just find how you at your job you can flip it into like you're also working towards what you want to do. Like, what do you want to do?
Anything.
Ideal.
It don't fucking matter. Yeah, I'll do this if it pay enough.
But then you'd just be sitting at your crib doing nothing.
But I wouldn't be doing nothing.
Well, you'd be sitting here talking to me.
Right, and we be getting paid to do that.
Yeah, but then we need to do some other things. We need to be figuring out how to make thumbnails. We need to figure out how to be making clips. We need to be figuring out how to make production value goes up. We need to be figuring out how to do this editing stuff. So that way we can be doing that shit to the point where we can be making it look cool, sound cool, and then more people be watching it, you know? So that way we be getting paid more. Or then we can start getting ad stuff and then do reviews on shit like that too. Speaking of which, I need to do one. So
now
some whiskey.
Necessarily, I don't. So like to the question, you was like, what do you want to do for work? Next, I don't necessarily want to work. If I could just fucking wake up and they deposit fucking 10 grand in my bank account once a fucking month, that'd be lit, and I go do whatever the fuck I want to do every day, that. But I'm saying
that would be lit.
Work, I don't have a passion to work.
I
that
get
shit
that.
corny. I don't understand a nigga that be like, yo, I want to go to work. Can't understand that. I don't have that type of mentality. So what do I want to do? Nothing. Not a fucking thing. I want to do everything and nothing.
But how do we get what you're doing at work into a way that it's helping you build skills to do what we're doing already? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, it's helping build content.
It's helping build content. Well, which actually, when I was on when I was walking out the door of work today, I took a look around the fucking little parking lot because I park up on the roof where VIPs only park. So
work today?
Yeah, I worked today. Extra money. So I could have taken off today, but it's extra money. I could actually have just found out that I could apparently work Monday, but I'm good on that. So
gotcha.
Because there's only be 4 people there, and I'm not just trying to be the only guy there. So, I mean, I could get some of my own shit done, but fuck them. Right. So, I'd rather not. I'd rather keep them there as long as possible, especially on Friday. That is my goal on Fridays when they come over to me and they're like, "Hey, I signed you a car." Because I'm usually on Fridays, I usually have my itinerary in my head before I go to work. I'm like, all right, I gotta get this done, and I leave a little wiggle room in there so that I can get a couple other things done during the day, different cars, that need to come, something's gonna pop up, and I'm gonna need to get it done. So
right,
they just start handing me bullshit cars. Then the one dude comes over to me, is hands me a card 2:00 in the afternoon. It's yo, you're gonna have to do a insurance claim on this dude's wheel. They want to come pick it up by 4, but I'm super slow on approving shit like that. So by the time I get the okay to do the repair of the wheel, it's already 4:00. I leave at 4:30.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, but then you start asking me hey, when are you gonna get this done? Oh, it's going to be Tuesday, Buck. It's going to be Tuesday. It's going to be Tuesday? It's going to be fucking Tuesday. Because I ain't going to be here Monday. And because you waited so long, you can eat all the dicks. So,
right.
If you get it to me in a normal time frame, but my job also likes to fuck me around with the fucking mundane bullshit. We have a bunch of people that are throughout the day, we have these part-time guys that are in school to become mechanics, and doing tire claims and then swapping out tires and shit like that, and looking at cars is what's part of their upcoming job to be. But there'll be a car that comes in with a flat tire or something, and then I'll get a phone call and be like, yo, yeah, I signed this car with a flat tire, and they kind of want it back today. So if you can come up here and look at it while I'm painting wheels for the inventory on the lot so that way we could sell cars. Now I got to walk all the way across the building to come look at a tire and then replace a tire real quick. So I'm it just gets annoying when it's the 4th or 5th time I've now walked across this building to do something where you have 3 or 4 kids that go to school to learn how to do this, and they're all standing around with their thumbs in their ass. So it's just annoying. So it gets tiresome. And then the people who work, like, if you can, to be an advisor of a customer, like a service advisor, all you have to do is just make them money. You don't need to know how to do your job at all. As long as you can get people to sign their check or their fucking swipe their debit card for what they need done to their car, that's all they care about. Because they will literally hire anybody, put them at the desk, and say, have at it. The bare minimum of teaching anybody how to do their job. It is insane. Like, because we have this chick that has worked there for probably about a year and a half maybe now, and she does not know how to do her job, like, at all. Like, literally will, like, ask the techs, like, yo, do you know how much you get paid for this job? And I'm like, what? Like, well, what's an alignment? How much time do they need for an alignment? Like, you're the person who charges them all this. How do you not know? This is your job to know. And then, like, you're supposed to be the one to tell the customer of what's wrong with their car. And if you don't know anything about cars, it's really hard to explain to a customer what they need done to their car.
Fact.
Right? So.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But, like, and then, like, everything they do is, like, on the computer. So, like, you be like, oh, okay, this person needs an oil change. Well, there's different oil changes for different size engines, 4, 6, and 8, or 12. There's cars with V12s. So when you change engine oil and you put, like, a 4-cylinder, and then the end of the day comes and they've already, like, pretty much paid for it, or they've seen how much they're supposed to be paying, and then they're like, oh, well, this price was priced out for a 4-cylinder, but it actually needs 6. It needs, like, a V6 package. So I need you guys. Why did you guys bill it out like that? Even though I wrote on there that it needs to be a 4-cylinder because I messed up and it's actually a 6. So I'm going to yell at you guys for not knowing that it was already a 6-cylinder when I was the one who put it on as a 4. Like, that's the bullshit that could be going on at work all the time.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, fuck you, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's crazy. The management is fucking terrible. So I would definitely not be surprised if, like, once the old guy who runs the bitch dies, the people who own it just sell it, and then we get, like, some Arabian owners that just, like, clean house and, yeah,
you think
knock the building down. Maybe, because the only reason I say that is because we do sell BMW and we sell Mini. So, like, Mini has lost them money every year since they got it. Or added.
Nobody wants them.
Yeah, nobody wants to buy Mini Coopers. They're fucking
just
stupid.
Give them all to me. I'll take them all. Give me 2 green ones, a red one, and a black one.
So, but, like, it loses money every year. And then the guy who runs the Mini, which is the owner's son, he does not do shit. He does nothing all day. Sits on his
son.
Yeah, he's the son. But then the daughter runs the BMW side of it. So, like, dad is kind of coming out of the picture from running the place for a while. Like, so handed it off to the kids. Oldest daughter got the BMW side. Younger brother, son, got the Mini side. So I think they bought the Mini so that way he could run it. But he doesn't do shit. He doesn't do shit all day. Motherfucker does not walk around. He don't be talking to like any of like the sales managers or anything like that. I always see the girl.
What do you want to talk to him about?
He should be up there and be like, "Oh, where are numbers at? Where are cars at? How we get some inventory going on? Doing some fucking wheeling and dealing." But this dude be buying fucking old school BMWs and then parks them all around the building. There's a motorcycle, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 between 80s and 90s BMWs that are just parked around the building. That he rotates out wherever he wants to drive them, and they just take up space around the building. Like in the showroom, there's 3 of them parked in our showroom that you can't buy. Like a person that comes in there and just is like, yo, how much is this thing? And they'll be like, not for sale. I
mean, that's how it was when I walked into David Dodge. They had a really nice car. And we asked how much it was just for shits and gigs. We knew obviously nobody could afford it. And they're like, oh, that's not for sale. And we're like, what? And they're like, oh, yeah, it was actually, I think it was John Bon Jovi's car. He bought it from them a long time ago, something like that, and never drove it and then didn't want it anymore. So he gave it back, essentially.
That shit fucking grind my gears. Like, what are you doing? You're here to sell cars. Why are you putting museum pieces?
That's gonna get you in the door.
No, it doesn't, because it's in the door. You gotta walk in the door to get to see the car.
Right, but then you tell people, like you're telling me, and now we're telling the audience, like, yo, they got some cool cars in these car dealers. You might want to go down there just to look at these Johns, and while you're down there, you'll probably end up fucking around buying a car.
Yeah, I mean,
salesman.
I mean, I don't think that's the point of them. I mean, unless did you go to David Dodge knowing that Bon Jovi's car was in the showroom?
No, but it was the first thing that I saw when I walked into the showroom was this dope ass red whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, but you had already been online looking at the cars that were for sale, and you went there.
I was not. No.
What do you mean? Oh, well, somebody did.
Right, but I had no idea about anything. Like I wasn't even planning to go to David Dodge that day. Like my dad was like, "Yo, I looked at David Dodge. I know David Dodge. They got a Charger down there. You want to go look at it?" And I'm like, "Sure, fuck it, whatever." So like I knew nothing. I don't even know if he knew. It was all his thing. I was planning to go with somebody's completely different. But I mean, hell, if they would have said, yeah, like even though I had already bought the Charger and we asked the question as we were leaving about how much it cost, like if it was a nice car, I would have fucking. They were like, oh yeah, bro, you could have got it for like an extra like $5,000. I'd be like, oh word, oh well, let me get that thing then. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, they're just like, yeah, not for sale, not for sale.
Well,
you see that cool thing in the parking lot? Yeah, not for sale. Then what's it there for? This is you sell cars here, right? You gonna tell me the car you got sitting right here not for sale? The fuck? That's like going into a shoe store and be like, yo, how much for them shoes? Not for sale.
Yes, that happens.
Shoes right here. Shoes not for sale? Not for sale. What?
Yes, that happens all the time.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Everything usually has a price.
No.
Yes.
No.
If you go in there and be like, yo, I need this, and I will pay this, and if it's a good offer, they'll take it.
Not for sale.
Everything, you got to give an offer they can't refuse, Buck. I mean, maybe that's his idea, but like, I don't know. You can do it with like 1 or 2, but like 5? 5 of these bitches? Fucking just taking up space? All over the place? Or like put them in a storage unit. Why are you keeping them at work? Like, where we need the space to be moving, putting the cars that we are selling. You are taking up the space from them. Like you can keep them in the showroom, whatever. Dripping oil all over your nice clean floor, whatever. But like when you're keeping them in your basement where you're putting the customers' cars that are getting picked up, and like now there's not enough room downstairs for the cars that are getting picked up, and like they have to be kept in the way of getting more cars done. You're slowing production down of other stuff being done in the building because you want to keep your shit here. No, that's a problem. That shit's got to go. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That shit just grinds my gears.
I can tell.
Man, I just want to light them bitches on fire.
I don't know why. It's upsetting.
But like, what do you? Is if you go to like if you walked into your work and there was just this endless pool just set up that nobody's using, it's just sitting in the middle of your fucking warehouse that you got to walk around all day. Wouldn't that shit get on your nerves?
I mean, yes.
Like it's in the way.
But I'd also be super confused on why there's an endless pool like in our warehouse. Like it wouldn't even you couldn't fit an endless pool. Like as small as they are, like you could fit it in the aisle maybe, but then like you really couldn't because OSHA violations.
Yeah, okay, so, but hypothetically, say you had like open floor plan, you could figure the machines to be moved so that way in the middle of the room there was just an endless pool that nobody's using.
Oh well, sure. Would it be annoying? Absolutely.
But say it.
But to be fair, also there's a lot of stuff that like we have this aluminum that we ship out to a third party and then it gets printed on. Like somebody will print their logo, their company logo, or whatever the fuck they want to get printed on it. You send it to the company, they print whatever, and they send it back to us. Really expensive stuff. And it sits on our cart. Now, ideally, the way it's supposed to go is once it gets shipped back to us,
I'll set shit up and send it out.
Right. It's supposed to go to the crate and it's supposed to go out, but usually it sits in aisles on these carts for fucking days, weeks, months, right? And it gets in our way all the time. So some people will move the cart. I'll even move the cart at times when it's in my way. And then eventually, once it's in my way too long, well, now it's not in my way anymore. Now I am going to walk through it as much as I possibly can. And whatever dings, scratches, and dents end up on this fucking thing,
it's their problem.
Be it way of life. It was right. It was in my way. Oh, well, Jay, why are you smacking it with the forklift? It's in my way. It shouldn't even be here. It's been here for 3 weeks. It should have been gone. Not my problem. Should have put it somewhere safe. Now it's got a dent in it and forklift wheels, tires, marks on it. Not my problem. Not my problem. Like, y'all are going to learn. So if I were y'all, I'd be banging the fuck out of Bull's cars. I'd be like, yo, who did it? It was in the way, fam. It was in the way. It shouldn't have been here, and it was in the way.
Just drive a car into it.
Not my problem.
Sorry, Buck, it was in the way.
Oh, yeah, that's how I would do it.
Just park the shit outside in the rain. Leave the windows down.
I'm going to fucking learn. At least, at the very least, learn how to put shit around where I'd be. Because I'm not clearly not going to give a fuck.
I did do that for a little while, but that wasn't with, like, his cars. I was doing this with, like, because since I work in the basement, there's a freight elevator that I take with a car all day, every day. I got to come up and down with these cars all day, every day. And for some reason, some fucko in the detail department would drive a car over from detail, which is on the other side of the building. He would park it into the freight elevator, or he would usually come downstairs, because usually the elevator would be downstairs if I'm downstairs, because I wouldn't just send the shit back up, because I need it. I'm going to need to come back up with it eventually. If you need it, you come down and come get it. He would come down, grab the elevator, bring it back up, park his car in that bitch, not his actual car, but like the car that he got done detailing, and would just park it and leave it in that bitch. And then like I got so tired of fucking taking this shit and moving it, I just started parking these freshly detailed cars right outside. Fuck them. Left the keys right in them. Fuck them. If you got to re-wipe this bitch down and re-detail it, that's your problem. I'm not. Yep. No, we're not doing this again. So he learned real fast to stop parking cars in the fucking elevator after the third car he had to re-detail. It was like pollen or some shit got over it. He'd be like, oh, what happened? What happened? Why'd the car get all dirty? Shouldn't have parked in the elevator, fucko. We ain't playing these fucking games.
100%.
Fucking salespeople be like, bro, I got somebody coming to go look at this car. Why is it all dirty? I don't know. I park it in the elevator. I don't know. And I'd be like, bitch. It doesn't help. He's Armenian. Nobody, he's hard to understand.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I know it was you, fucking Flory. I know it was you. Fucking bitch. I think he's a spy, too. I think he's a spy for Russia.
Yeah, but really, and what would give
Or
you that
Armenia.
idea?
Maybe he's an Armenian spy. Could be. Because we had another Armenian that worked there, and then just coincidentally, when he started working there, she quit working there. Coincidence? I think not.
Possibly.
Because she was on the sales side, then he comes in on the detail side working in service, and then she just skedaddles on out.
Skedaddles.
Mm-hmm. Blue skadooshed, you know?
I mean, maybe. You never know. Maybe they have a quota. One fucking Arab at the Java.
I don't think Armenians are Arabs. I think they're like Europeans.
Persian?
No, they're not brown.
Armenians aren't brown? No, you're right. They are kind of white. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's a northern Armenian. But I think like the southern Armenians are like the Kardashians. But I feel like they get tanned a lot. So
Because like they're close to Georgia, and I think Georgians are a little tannish. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Know. Never been there. Yeah, don't want to go there. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm terrible. Looking at life and stuff. Yeah, they're close to Iran, and Iran and Turkey, they're brownish.
Then he might be a spy that's playing an Armenian. Because both of these people were like white. Like,
I mean, you can be like. There's a YouTube, I guess, media journalist. I don't know if he calls himself that now, but named Luke Thomas, and he looks white, but I want to say he's either full Armenian or part Armenian. And he doesn't. I don't know. Like, if you were in a group of white people, like, oh, he's white, but like you would be like, oh, he's got a tan to him. You could tell there is a little bit of a tint to him, but he would definitely pass as white in the grand scheme of things.
I don't know. He might after he stays in the sun, but he's inside of a building all day, so maybe that's it. Because neither one of them, like, well, the girl was super white. I don't know how she was Armenian, but she was super white.
Who Canelo Alvarez is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Mexican, and he looks nothing like a Mexican.
Yeah, but that's a thing. Is he? What? That is a thing with like some Mexicans, because like.
I know, but so like it could be like the same way that's a thing. Like it could be a thing. Like yeah, I'm pretty sure there are white-looking Armenians.
Yeah, probably.
Like, you can get a ginger, pale Mexican, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I've always found that super fascinating. That like a group of Mexicans that'll be like Nick's complexion and hair and look will then pop out like a super pale ginger.
Yeah, wild.
And it's fucking baffling me. I'm like, how? Just all of the white genes from either one of the parents just went fucking full gusto and just popped out a fucking little ginger. Who knew that like the Mexican gene and like a European gene would just pop out gingers? Fucking skinwalkers. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's got to be a curse from God or something. Gotta be a curse from God.
Apparently, all these gingers, apparently most like gingers and redheads be like super freaks too.
I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that rumor.
Never experienced. Oh.
What else is new, man? You know anything else crazy in the world? I haven't been doing shit because Tarkov.
Fucking Andrew Tate got arrested last night.
I did see that. Saw that he got arrested for human trafficking over in Romania because he was posting fucking his locations up on Instagram or some shit or Twitter.
Well,
I think it was Twitter.
Nah. So what happened was, he beefed with Greta Thunberg the other day.
Yeah, he was talking about like she wants the dick or some shit like that.
So like he started it by trolling her and like sitting in fucking smoking a cigar, being like, "Oh, look at me emitting greenhouse gases," and he had like a pizza box in front of him, and he's just talking shit about all the things that just fuck up the ozone and whatever, and tagged her in it, and then she responded with like a fucking tweet or something saying he's got small dick energy, whatever. But the police used that video of him trolling her. They saw the pizza box Like, hey, that pizza box is here in this country. He's here. He's fucking here. Hey, show that to the judge. They showed it to the judge. I'm like, oh, he's fucking in the
knock
room.
up.
Let's go get him. Right. So
That's so
he didn't
wild.
post it. It's just retarded troll got himself caught up, and then fucking Greta, she had a fucking response to it or something. She was like, make sure you. She was like, this is why you're supposed to recycle your pizza boxes or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, that's such a great response. Like, Andrew, you fucked up here, bud.
Bro, I can't believe he's probably just sitting in the sub like, God damn, fuck that little greenhouse bitch.
Yeah.
You gotta be so sorry to get locked up because of a pizza box because you trolling a fucking rich white girl.
For no reason, you trolled her. Like, for no reason, you just woke up and was like, fuck Greta. I'm gonna make a video troll her shit and tag. Like, bro, what? Like, she's 19 with autism. What made you just want to fucking
that's
come
confirmed.
at this little retard? Huh?
I don't think that's confirmed.
No, it is confirmed.
She's autistic?
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
Yeah, she's fully retarded. That's what made her so polarized.
We're killing the planet.
Caring about fucking, the planet.
Global warming.
That was the thing. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god, look at this little autistic girl fucking, shitting on the world or whatever because they're.
That's a smart fucking play. Well, yeah, that's a smart fucking play. They're like, all right, so we got to get someone that's retarded, but we can't go full retard with like a Down syndrome kid because no one will take them seriously. We got to get a fucking one that talks well and is just slightly retarded, so that way when she talks about you're killing the planet, yeah, I mean not really, but yeah, but like yeah, but it tugs at the heartstrings. That's what sells it.
It didn't tug at my heartstrings, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that just don't give a fuck. I mean,
I don't give a fuck.
The only people you're tugging on the heartstrings of is like people of like Portland, Oregon, and then like stay-at-home moms that watch The View and fucking daily talk shows.
Oh, she's so strong. That type of shit.
Yeah, you put a child up there, so you're getting all the fucking middle-aged fucking housewives of the world. And then you get fucking a retarded kid up there. Fucking recipe for success. There's got to be like a boardroom that just puts these things together. Like there's just some smart motherfucker that's playing chess in 4D. Oh.
Yeah, I mean her parents, I guess. I don't know. Whoever thought.
It can't be our parents because you can't like let's birth a little retarded girl and put her on the fucking world stage.
Like you see her start to have that build. Like it was probably like her teachers and shit. Like she just had that passion. She was one of those kids that wanted to run for politics in school and shit. And it was like she wrote like a really good fucking project piece and it got sent to like the mayor or something. And the mayor was like, "Yo, this is fucking dope." And he sent it to somebody. He was like, "Oh my god!" Here's a medal. That's how it usually goes. Starts with some little class project that was supposed to be innocent, and everybody thought that the kids were going to write about fucking Legos or something, and this one chick's like, you know what, fucking global warming. Like, oh shit. I don't know. Good for her, though. Good for her.
Her dad's an actor.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the second time they tried to get Andrew Tate. First time was a couple years ago.
Yeah. Then all the fucking they couldn't get the charges to stick or some shit. So then since he beat the case, all the fucking Giga Chads were fucking young kids that were like, yeah, I want to be rich and have a Bugatti and have 8 chicks sucking my dick. I mean, when you're 13, fuck yeah, that's everything you want in life. But when you grow up, you figure out that's not how life works. So I mean, when you hear it and you're 13, you're like, yeah, fuck these OnlyFans bitches. Which I mean, I think that shit's gonna make the world super crazy for the next generation. Could you imagine being in school and then your fucking homies get your mom's OnlyFans or some shit like that? And yo, I saw your mom fucking blowing the shit out with this 8-foot dildo. That's crazy. Yo, where you came from look real nice.
I don't think that's going to be a thing. I mean,
that's how the one teacher chick got fired because they found out the school found out that She was getting her back blown out in the classroom on the weekends.
Yeah, but that's different though. Like she wouldn't. It wouldn't have been a problem if she wasn't doing that on school property.
Yeah,
like,
but I feel like
the problem was.
I feel like just like since now we're living in such a world where like everyone's like my mental health. Oh my! I've gone through so much trauma. Like you growing up as an adolescent kid and then they're like getting ragged on because your mom's making money from fucking shoving fucking miscellaneous house supplies in her pussy and asshole. Like that'd probably fuck you up a little bit.
I don't know.
Because, maybe. Well, I guess we'll see in the long run here, right?
Think about it, right? Because this is, I mean,
unless you're balling out, like you're in a Louis Vuitton suit
for forever, though. So like, porn stars would have kids. Like it's just there's always been people out here that been putting their naked body on like VHS or whatever for access to things. Like as the internet got bigger, more and more people. I mean, Kim K, biggest part of it, and like
yeah, you don't think that their kids aren't going to school and being like and if one of the kids in the school sees that shit, they're like getting ragged on. There's no way that some kid hasn't seen the fucking Kim K Ray J video and like went to fucking I don't know how old.
Well, no, for one, they're not at that age yet. They're all their kids. So
it's gonna happen.
They shouldn't see that. But then by the time that is a thing, I mean, there's so many. Like you could just go on Instagram and there's Kim K. Like so, I think finding the tape that's already hard to find. Like you've got to be digging as a kid because when you type in, Northwest mom, oh well, she's already gonna have scantily clad pictures up just on our Instagram that she posted yesterday. So like, it's not that big of a deal. Also, how many other kids in that school, moms and dads, were doing OnlyFans and My Free Cams and all that other shit? I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal because you're gonna come at Tommy because Tommy's mom was fucking herself on OnlyFans, but well, so was your mom. So what are we doing here? And like, even if your mom's not, well, I got these fresh J's. My mom drives a Corvette.
But what if
I just came to Hawaii?
But what if you're the kid whose mom's that's not making money? She didn't get it back. She's on there with a big black fist, fucking going ham, and then. Well, I mean, eventually you do a little bit of digging on anybody, which I'm sure is like the first thing that like something happens. Like little Timmy has fucking slaps the book out of little John's hands. He goes home and fucks around a computer because he's a little nerd. And then next thing you know, he stumbles upon some fucking tapes of his mom or stumbles upon his mom's Instagram because everything's linked on Facebook and Instagram and shit. So looks it up, and then next thing you know, he finds a sub to a free OnlyFans and. Quick, easy, $6.99.
See, that's where you got it fucked up. The ones that be really not getting to play like that, they gotta have you gotta pay to get. But now pussy pics for free. Like the ones that be making the money, be like, yeah, here, go get this little free sample. You get in here, and I already got like 2,000 people. But nah, everybody start out. You know what I mean? Also, like,
I don't think so. I think like a couple of them do the free sub thing. And then like they'll
make you pay for pics.
Yeah, well like they'll put like this like Instagram kind of shit. Yeah, so like he'll have to pay, but if he takes fucking his pop's or mom's credit card and then boom, gets quick pay, sees what's going on, then boom, he's loaded with ammo now.
I don't know if it's
maybe, ammo, I don't know. I'm just throwing hypotheticals out here.
I think it's a different gender. Like I don't necessarily think I would care if it's like, yo, I got a video of your mom fucking sucking dick. All right, they're an adult. Like, do I want to see it? No, but you saw it, and that's what like you grow like all we do is watch people's parents fuck. Like that's all we do.
Yeah, but we didn't know whose parents they were. So if we were running the,
really give a fuck. Like.
Yeah, but if you got it in your back pocket, you ain't gonna use it.
What am I coming at the kid for? Yo, your mom.
No, well, little Tommy's talking some shit. Like, say you're little Tommy's age, and like you're going through school, you stumble upon his mom getting fucked. You come like you stumble upon a fucking VHS tape or some shit back in the day of little Tommy's mom getting blown out by 6 black dudes on a fucking in a bang bus video. You ain't gonna be using that as ammo.
What am I going to say? Oh, your mom's a whore?
Nah, just be like, yo, what's your mom doing? Which one of these motherfuckers is your dad, homie? I don't know. Just saying hypothetically.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like, it's even hard right now to try to think of like what you would come at a nigga. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I feel like for today's age, especially, like everybody's got an OnlyFans. I also don't think like Tommy's mom would have her OnlyFans linked on her Facebook. Like, I would
Yeah,
think there
probably
would be
not.
some
But
type of like disconnect between Sarah, whatever, and her OnlyFans of I love big cocks 24. Like, I just think there's gonna be a little bit harder way to figure that out.
I don't know. She might got the link tree at the link. I don't know. Some people aren't too bright.
She might. If you do find it, hey, then the consequences as the parent. So like, you're also
because you are going to be put into like situations like there'll be kids at the school that moms are doing OnlyFans, and like. But, like, there's still going to be kids that are in the school whose parents are, like, either comedians or tech people or lawyers or doctors and shit like that. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a lane for bullying.
Of the parent. Like, let's say it's, like, a single mom. She out here busting it open, doing her thing, trying to help get some extra money for her kid, doing, all that other shit. And then one of the single dads or a couple single dads, whatever, stumble across the OnlyFans. Well, now she getting hit on all the time. Like, dad would be like, all right, that's drawing. Like, I would be more of like, as the adult, like, damn, I don't want other parents to find out. Fuck the kids. That shit don't matter. I'm never going to associate the kids. I just
so then the kid would then be embarrassed because fucking little Johnny's kid. All right, you go.
No, what I'm saying is, knowing like if that's the case, like, all right, cool. We doing the OnlyFans, whatever. We have a kid now. Kid's gonna learn how to fight from rip. Kid's not gonna know why he knows how to fight so goddamn well, but he gonna know how to fucking fight. So when that time comes, to when the OnlyFans and everything and the internet research might happen, and we fight, hey, my little nigga got hands behind hands. So go ahead.
What if he don't? What if he a bitch?
We not raising him like that.
Who not?
We not. I'm saying if this was over here, like, I'm just like
yeah, but I'm talking about like what if the single mom is raising him and she ain't raising no man?
Oh well, he a little bitch. She deserves everything that happens, and he deserves to die, commit suicide, all that shit. Like, we don't need weak people on the planet, and especially in America. So yeah, no, he gotta go.
So your answer is if you're a young kid and you're getting bullied because your mom does OnlyFans, you don't have a father figure in your life, go find the nearest train.
Ideally, I mean, you want to be real with it? I would honestly beat the dog shit out of my mom. Like, it should be like a murder-suicide thing. Like, you should kill your moms for not even necessarily doing the OnlyFans, but not preparing me,
you for life.
Son, right, for the repercussions. Like, you just gonna do the OnlyFans the whole time and not even teach me how to fight, not do nothing. So now when it does come to me, I don't know how to react. Oh, well, you gotta die, bitch. You gotta die, and then I gotta die.
That's the part that I could totally see, because I feel like the people that would be doing the OnlyFans, but like if you're getting the bag, like, all right, you obviously have some drive and you probably have some direction in life, but like then there's definitely the ones that like they make money off of it, but like they just do it so they don't have to have an actual job, or like so that way it just makes life easy. And like those are the people who are just gonna be like if I don't think like those are the kind of people that are just gonna be like holding it down a crib for a man and the kid. So she's definitely gonna be raising some fucked up little bitch Portland fucking I only drink coffee with soy milk kind of kid. So
yeah, I could see that.
But those people need to be bullied because they all end up having blue hair and then wanting all these liberal things.
Oh my god, fam! Speaking of fucking blue hair liberals, did you see the story about? I don't remember where this high school was, but there's this high school. They had a walkout because they felt the transgender students weren't being treated fairly. They felt like there wasn't enough gender neutral bathrooms in the school to accommodate the transgender students. So these kids walk out, right? Great, fine, whatever. You want to make your little voices heard. Y'all don't know anything about life. Great. They walk out. Like a month or two later, this transgender boy. So it was it's not even. It was a boy that said he identified as a girl. He goes into the girl's bathroom. Two girls are already in the bathroom. Something happens, but he ends up beating the dog shit out of both of these girls in the girls' bathroom.
Oh my God.
So it's like, oh, you people wanted this, and now here are the repercussions to your actions. This is why the adults were like, hey, we shouldn't do bathrooms. But you know, you motherfuckers are like, apparently said like he went in there and what probably happened was he walks in as a boy and the girls are like, hey, what the fuck are you doing in here? And the woman's like, hey, you got to get the fuck out, whatever. And then he ends up beating the shit out of her. Like it says he was stomping her shit. Like the one girl, he was stomping and kicking her while she was on the ground. And then her friend tried to intervene, and then she ended up getting fucking stomped out.
All right, so I think I found it because this just happened. Oh, actually, no.
Very recent.
Yeah, well, the incident didn't just happen, but this article just came out a few days ago. So the headline says, actually, here, I can share my screen. Or actually, I'll just put it over top of what we're talking about. Yeah, it's over top of the video. Transgender students charged after punching two female students in girls' bathroom he was illegally using. A transgender Oklahoma teen, born male, was charged with assault after punching two girls in the high school bathroom, which he was using illegally. The incident happened in October 26th at Edmonton Memorial High School. Police responded to the fight at approximately 8 a.m. So this dude woke up and chose violence. 8 a.m., bro?
He was just trying to see. He was like, fuck it.
So, and had since served the transgender student with a juvenile summons. Based on the police report obtained by Redux, the transgender student approached a female student in the girls' restroom to talk to her and became enraged when she ignored him. The transgender student then punched the girl in the face, pulled her down by her hair, and repeatedly punched and kicked her in the head. Other witnesses corroborated this claim, describing the punch as having knocked her out clean on the floor. The victim reportedly said that due to the excessive force of the blow and the fact that the assailant is a man, she was unable to fight back. When another female student stepped in to intervene, saying she feared for her friend's life, she was also punched twice in the left side of the face by the transgender student, suffered injuries to her eye, face, and as well as possible concussions. Transgender student has been charged with disorderly conduct, assault and battery, and he reportedly no longer attends the high school. Released a statement. The school released a statement about the incident on October 26th. Administrators at Edmonton Memorial High School investigated an injury fight between three students in a women's bathroom. During the course of the investigation, it was discovered that one of the students involved in the fight is a transgender and is using the women's restroom in violation of the state law and district policy number 5540. Which requires students to use restrooms according to the sex on their birth certificate. Edmonton District Representative Susan Parks Schleps said in the statement to Redux. According to Parks Schlepp, the student had only attended the school a few days before the incident. The district is unaware of the student's unaware of the biological sex at the time, as a birth certificate was not provided, but the family assured the administration that documentation was forthcoming. In May, the governor signed Senate Bill 615 into law, requiring students to blah, 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 blah. We don't really care about the rest of that. So. But yeah, he beat the fuck out of that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. So, that's why you shouldn't let trainees,
that and they shouldn't be in, like, physical sports. Like, well, I don't know.
So the WBC boxing regulation commission, WC Boxing Commission, said that in 2023 transgenders will have their own division. Yeah, own division.
Yeah, it'd be lit.
Yeah, and that's pretty dope. He didn't necessarily go into he might have went into detail. I didn't read into detail. As far as like what does that mean, like trans men and women can fight each other, because that's what I would be down for. I don't give a fuck if you're a girl to a boy to a girl, you're a tranny. Hey, you fight this other nigga over here that's also a tranny, and y'all should be somewhere equal on like hormones and levels, and y'all just go fight each other though. Like that should
that'd be
be a
lit.
thing. But
I would also be okay with like if it's a transgender dude and like a chick that like wants to move up into that, like, and she wants to try and throw hands on him, then yeah, I mean, you shouldn't force the chicks that don't want to fight it to fight it. Like, I think it should be an option for the chicks, but the dudes that turn into chicks shouldn't have the option to go fight women that they don't want to fight back, or the ability to fight a chick that's like smaller and weaker. So, like, if you're a chick that's your game to go fight chick, then I'm all for you being stupid and going in there. But if you're a normal chick that just wants to fight chicks, you shouldn't have to worry about fucking Deontay with man tits. So
yeah, I mean that can still happen now, but that's not sanctioning by a commission, and this would be a sanctioned by a commission thing that would make it legitimate versus just a backyard fight of a tranny, a dude or a chick. Like,
yeah, I mean, trannies should have their own fucking league, like of weight class and stuff like that. They should do that,
and that's what they're gonna have.
And then like one other thing that I think would be okay is that you add one transgender player to all NWA teams. Or
NWA?
What the fuck NWBA teams? Or NWBA? The women's basketball teams.
Oh, it's the
one
transgender.
Yeah,
Jesus
WNBA.
Christ.
I'm having a stroke over here. Okay.
Clearly, I'm like, what?
I'm fucking throwing fucking up acronyms over here. But yeah, you throw one transgender on all female basketball teams.
No.
And then just one. And then that's how you now make the sport more exciting. Because then you got a player on the team that can dunk.
You can have women that dunk. Dunking's not necessarily the issue.
I think it is. I think that's one of the reasons.
It's one of the many issues.
Or lower the net.
Not the issue. And that's already low. See, that's part of the problem. So like they already use a smaller ball. The net's already lowered. And the 3-point line is closer. Like there's a lot of things wrong with women's basketball that are supposed to make the game exciting, and it's still not.
Well, I think also the main
alone wouldn't change it. It would be a thing. It'd be cool, but girls dunk now, and it's not like great, cool. You dunked. Like dunking in the NBA by itself isn't dope. It's the athleticism of taking off from the free throw line, putting between your legs, or dunking on somebody is exciting.
Moving them out the way and putting your fucking dick in their face as you dunk the ball.
Right.
That's
they
just
don't
fine.
do that in the WNBA. It's just more of a here's a dunk. And that's cool, that's fine. But it's just a different game. Like, and the thing is, women don't support it. Women
100%.
would rather see dudes running sweaty up and down the court versus any chick running up and down the court. So like that's also the problem with you put a tranny, great. But you already have the LGBTQ community supporting the WNBA because a lot of them are already lesbians. So adding a tranny isn't going to necessarily add more support. I don't want to watch the WNBA now when they could have a tranny. So like you could put LeBron in a wig. Great. He's just shitting on all these chicks. It's not making the whole product better. If anything, I'd just be like, hey, let me go see more of these trannies. Put more of these trannies. Like, I think tranny basketball would probably do better than fucking the WNBA. You could make the TNBA, and that would, I think that because you would have more, you would just have dudes playing basketball.
Dressed as chicks in dresses.
Yeah, like it would just be the thing. Like I don't know, but no, just WNBA is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it also needs the support of women too. So, I mean, women's soccer does. I feel like does pretty well, but. Also, because you're getting the men to watch it because soccer's an international sport, and like people want to see that. And a lot of the chicks on the U.S. soccer team are pretty hot, so that helps.
And they're good.
Yeah, and they're good.
They also win.
Yeah, that too.
Like if the women weren't winning, like back in the day when the men were dominating and weren't shit, like before Mia Hamm, the women's soccer team was, or some women's soccer league was just like the WNBA. Nobody gave a fuck. And then Mia Hamm came along. And they had the commercial like, yo, Mia Hamm, she's the one. She's gonna be the one to break. And she kind of was. Like she was.
Yeah. Then they had that Alex Morgan chick.
Right, and now you got fucking Alex Morgan, Hope Solo. Oh, there's another one in there. Who was the Brandy Chastain? She was the one that took her shirt off when she scored the world. Like they've had progress.
Lit.
And then they what?
Then you got to have these women that know how to sell it. Like, did you ever hear anything about this Wisconsin volleyball team?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I seen it. I seen the pictures.
I was like, oh, volleyball's lit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is lit.
Volleyball's lit.
Well, I mean, very lit. Like that's
especially like Olympic beach volleyball. That shit's lit. Actually, all the fucking.
I'm not a fan of that.
No, you're not a fan of that.
No, I'd much rather indoor.
Yeah, I feel like indoors is a little better because you get the forgiveness of the sand when you're diving shit like that. So.
Well, my thing is, I'm not a big fan of looking at fucking crusty white bitches that have been in the sun too long. So, like, that's all it really is when you look at women's volleyball, outdoor volleyball. It's just bitches who have just, from the chest up, just are fucking red, orange, skin crusty as fuck, eyes just because they're just in the sun.
Yeah, just sun-baked fucking prunes, just like, fucking running in the ball. Yeah.
Like, not good.
No, yeah, I got
not
you
a
on
fan.
That. Usually, like, when
even the two that we had from America, they were quote-unquote hot. But then when you looked at them, you're just like, huh? Y'all are fucking dried out.
You need lotion.
Yeah, this is rough. So, give me indoor.
Yeah, indoor fucking volleyball's where it's at.
And you get more of them on the court. Beach volleyball is usually 2.
Yeah, it's usually only duos, which is I always felt it was like super weird. Like, why aren't we throwing more people out here? Especially because now if you're in the sand, like, I mean, I guess there's not many people who just professionalize in beach volleyball. Pretty sure you'd have to live in Cali or Florida and just be playing all year.
No.
You're not gonna find a PA fucking chick playing in the beach volleyball league. I mean, maybe.
Sure, you could, because it's just sand, so you could make an.
Yeah, I guess you could play it indoor.
Because people do long jump, and long jumps in indoor hit full of sand, jump in it.
Yeah, but that's different because it's usually like they keep that usually on a track too. Like they keep that at a field and track kind of thing. Because if you have a track, you could put a long jump somewhere in there, and it's not going to take up that much room. For you to do indoor sand beach volleyball is a whole fucking process.
You could I guess I feel like it would just be like for like that thing. I feel like you would have you just have to because there's going to be somebody in Arkansas to play, but obviously there's no beaches in Arkansas or near it. But there's no reason why you can't have a facility the same way you have indoor pools. All right, well this building has 4 Olympic-sized pools
or indoor ice hockey.
Why can't this building over here, this warehouse here, put fucking sand in the floor and we just play it's you know what I mean? Like it's just no reason why you can't play indoor volleyball or sand outdoor volleyball indoor.
Jay, we might be doing a good idea here.
What, indoor outdoor volleyball?
No, indoor. Just create indoor volleyball, beach volleyball facilities. Because there's definitely not one around here.
I see.
That's a good idea. It's like if you got ice hockey and roller hockey rinks, which I don't think they have many. There's not many roller rinks anymore. But if you got a place that you can make people train, and you can get the people to come out to sign up memberships to play beach volleyball in your little gymnasium, you got a money maker.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That's a good idea. I got a little business.
That's why we do the pod. That's why we do it.
To document and fucking collect our ideas.
Yeah.
Now, this is a solid idea. But then we gotta figure out how many people are gonna show up to these, then to aspire to be beach volleyball professionals. And we can throw the benefits, but hey, you can practice beach volleyball and become a pro, but without all the benefits of not playing out in the actual sun, which is gonna cook you and make you look like a fucking raisin or prune. So that way you look like a fucking bag of dicks.
Here in Pennsylvania. Oh, there's a snowstorm. It's cold out. Well, it's raining. Here, you can still practice.
In this nice 80-degree fucking building that's gonna feel like you're on a beach.
Yep.
We can just play some fucking wave sounds.
Shit, you could even have the fans going just to add a little bit of an extra breeze, kind of like the real out.
Spray a little fucking ocean water in there. Make it smell like a fucking ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do this. This is a fucking thing.
Maybe also if we fucking make it with it, throw a fucking one of those fucking surf things in there with the wave pool thing.
Oh, yeah. That's smart.
Make a whole fucking indoor beach sit, and we put this shit out in the PA, Arkansas, all those middle America places. They ain't got beaches. Then we become like one of those Sky Zone things, or like one of those things where like, you know, where people travel to like do skydiving indoors. Kind of like the trampoline kind of places, or like the skydiving places. So, but I feel like the skydiving is a little bit more niche, but like, I don't know, man. That's a good idea. We need to bring this to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody with money that we can have fun.
Like Mark Cuban.
Yeah. Well, Mark Cuban might be a little bit too much. Because to go to Shark Tank, I think we need to like create a product and create revenue. So we need to be able to show things, not like just go there with the idea of like, hey, you guys ever think about playing beach volleyball inside? Maybe with a fucking surfing wave pool? Does that they have indoor water parks? So really, this would just be an addition to an indoor water park.
You could definitely do it. Definitely.
I don't know. We gotta figure out the logistics. So, but all right, I think that's it for today. I think that was a pretty good one.
Fuck yeah.
So,
fuck yeah.
All right, so if you've made it this fucking far, please like, subscribe. If you were watching or listening over on Anchor or Spotify or any of those other apps, please come find us over on YouTube at No Fucks Podcast. I'll leave a link to it on all of the other streaming apps. Please come give us a like and follow. It's a whole different experience with video. Well, at least on my
100%.
part. Once Jay gets back, we'll with the computer, then we'll be having it better. So stick with us. We'll be working with production. I'm gonna figure out how to make Blender and make thumbnails so that people start clicking on shit. So, but that's a slow walk. So.
Fucking Happy New Year. Everybody stay safe.
Yeah, everybody, Happy New Year. Get fucking super wasted. Make sure you're making out with somebody or somebody's sister on fucking New Year's. If not, don't jump in front of a train.
Don't jump in front of a train.
Unless you're a plague on society, like you're a drug addict, homeless guy that's just sucking on the teeth of the American government and taxpayers. Then you should go find a nap on a train track. So,
facts. Big facts.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Good night. And fuck you.